That's definitely you.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're going to be going over the Incarnon Soma and how exactly good it is. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing, and leave a comment down below what you think of the weapon. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. So let's talk about the evolutions. So Soma's got a couple. I wouldn't say they're extremely good though. The first one is actually punch through or overshields. I think the punch through is the clear runaway here. But if you want to get some overshields based off how much bleed you do, you could maybe run that with someone like Hildren and basically have infinite energy, something like that might be cool. But considering this turns into a shotgun, and you have so much ammo, I think the 4 times punch through is quite nice. For the next one, it's obviously preference. The evolution threes are typically preference. I went with accuracy because it's a pellet-based shotgun, so having the pellets be a little bit more accurate is always nice. But the other ones, recoil and reload speed. So pick whatever you want. And for the last one, this is also kind of preference, but I think the critical damage is a lot better, because the other one has to do with like direct damage, but it only increases the base rather than a percent of the overall damage you're doing. So I went ahead and actually went with the critical damage over the status and the other one because the status is really good for the non-incarnate form, but it's not very good for the no, incarnate form because it goes from like 2.8 base to a 3 base. It doesn't increase it a whole lot, while the critical damage of zero point 0.4 actually is flat across both forms, increasing it by zero point 0.4. So it's actually quite nice, and that's the one I went with. As far as the build, this is going to be, a standard Hunter munitions. I am not running the augment mod that gives you additional crit because unfortunately Hadasatia does not work in the Incarnon form. I had a suspicion that it wouldn't. I did test it. Unfortunately, it does not work in the Incarnon form. I have to admit, I don't think the Soma is extremely strong. It does take a while for it to actually kind of get online. And this is non-steel path. I'm just kind of going in and hitting the tougher enemies at 185. Let's build it up. We go in there, and I mean it's not very strong. I mean even with you get a lot of slash ticks, sure, but you really gotta like just kind of work it here. And my Wukong has over 450 armor, and it is nice too because you can actually artificially increase your armor as well with his third ability. But even still, it's not very good. I don't think. I mean, it just, in my opinion, it just kind of takes a while to get it going. And here I'm gonna actually go ahead and put on some more status, get some heat, even reduce their armor a bit. And you basically have to let the slash ticks kind of do its work for a while before you can really start kind of almost one-shotting them. I mean, the heat and all the status is nice. I mean, it's a shotgun, but you have to consider, the base is 2.8, so even with 3 status mods, I have like 10% status. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, if it wanted to be like a cool shotgun, I mean, you got to beat out the Strun, the Arcoplasmor, some really good shotguns in the game, and it just kind of falls flat. So this may be a rare miss, as you can see. I mean, the slash ticks add up. I mean, that's 6 right there. It'll kill him. There's 13. Quite good. But if you're like a hold the trigger down type of guy, and these are all headshots too, keep in mind. So if I shoot their leg, I mean you're kind of waiting here for a minute, and this does have punch through. I would say it's good, but it's also kind of mid. And I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm not gonna like say how great and amazing this is, because in my opinion, it's kind of mid. It's not as good as some of the other ones we've gotten. It just kind of exists. I mean, you're really, really hoping for those hunting munition stacks to really kick in and do its job. But, I mean, it kills. So, there you have it. Now, if you were to run a Riven, I don't have like a super amazing Riven. I'm actually still rolling mine. I know I'm about to hit the 200s here. I was really banking on this weapon to be phenomenal, but it's just kind of average. It is nothing crazy. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. If you're wondering what that kind of looks like, I'll go ahead and spawn them. You know, I got a ton of extra crit, and it builds up quite nice. Here we go. I mean, multi-shot is always going to be really preferable. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit better. And this is only 5 times primary merciless, so you start doing some serious damage here. But you know, not everybody has a Riven. Not everyone has a Soma Riven either. So, but it can get quite good if you have a Riven in there. This might be one of those weapons that is really mid without one, and it really benefits from one too. So, you know, keep that in mind. If you've got one, congratulations. But I would definitely look for multi-shot and some extra crit, and go from there. Because I mean, it already has a base punch through. So as far as like prime shred, I mean, 4 times is pretty good. But if I summon a bunch of them here and just kind of show you what it can do with hunting munitions and a Riven, it's pretty good, you know. But keep in mind, this is a Riven. But I still think some of the other Incarnons we've gotten have been significantly better. And without hunting munitions, this weapon would be a complete joke. So keep that in mind. That's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I will be reviewing the Burst On later today, so stay tuned for that. Really looking forward to reviewing that one because based off the leaks and obviously what we now see in game, it looks quite good. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, and I will see you later. Peace out.